Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 20-7 on Super Bowl Sunday night 2023. They'll be getting into action in a few hours' time. Kansas and the Eagles. The Eagles are gone favourites, I see, on the money line. I actually got another few pound on there at 7-4. Well, it was only for a tenner. That was the max bet with the blue bookie. Somebody asked me, I think it was the black taxi driver, what bets are on. Kansas City, I've 5 or 6 bets on. The last few months. I was with them a couple of years ago. I like Mahomes. A lot will depend on the mobility of him around the pitch tonight. If he has to stay in the pocket, he could be in trouble because the Eagles' defence are playing well and they'll be trying to blitz him as much as possible to get at him, to get at that leg. But the quarterback for the Eagles is suffering with an injury to his shoulder as well, so it'll be interesting to see if any of them get hit in the first quarter to see what happens. So I hope we might be doing the tomahawk chop tomorrow evening. The best of luck to both teams. We had the Stig had a few runners today. I couldn't understand St. Sam didn't make the running. It made the running the last time, and it clearly were trying to. I don't know what they were trying to do today, but Blazing Cal was impressive. He's gone favourite now for the stairs, right back to form. I just hope that he doesn't bounce after the lengthy absence, but I'm sure Charles Burns will have allowed for that. Arctic Ambition, after the horse fell at the last, looked like he would be the most likely winner, and I don't know what, he seemed to fall in a hole. And we got a place on the other one, what was it, Ballykeel or whatever. Lucia was very impressive over in England, and it'll be a ding-dong struggle with Ashro Diamond and Lucia, I think. Look very impressive. So anyway, I had a couple of marked out for today, but I got mislaid last night. A good friend of mine, and a man I had a couple of pints with on Monday, and I said a few weeks ago I had a gallon in a particular joint, and it was with him. He passed away last night suddenly, and he was doing some work out on the farm yesterday evening, and I don't know, was it a heart attack or was it through an injury at what he was doing, but he's no longer with us, unfortunately. So I put a damper on last night and today, so I made a slight pig of myself then when I got that news, and I had far too many pints, so I might have 2 quick ones now and an hour or 2 sleep before the match starts, because it won't be over till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. On to tomorrow. I picked out one at each track. One is a bus horse. The going tomorrow at Catterick is good to firm. An American Gerry. I thought on this only a few pound higher than before. He won off 113 on good ground, and it was the same jockey, Nathan Brennan. He was claiming £3 that day, so he's in a conditional handicap hurdle. He's claiming the 7 tomorrow. Hughie Morrison is 2 for 2 recently, so yard and form. And the reason I picked this is yard and form and the going. So he's off 117, carrying Sports Carry 12 to -7. So 7-year-old Hughie Morrison, as I said, is in pretty decent form. The last 14 days, we'll just check. He's 2 for 2, so that's not too bad. And the 3:30 at Plumpton, I think it's a 2-horse race. Prince Imperial, that horse there is of Richard Hughes. It opened up 2-1. It's into 5-4. It was highly rated on the flat. It was in the 90s there. You can see it won, and it beat Miranda, who was a good chaser with Paul Nicholls, in a bumper, or not a bumper, handicap there in Nottingham. Soft ground. Now, it has 2 runs there over hurdles. The first one, he got outstayed at 2 miles in Plumpton, and the last day they weren't one bit busy. They were out the back and they just ran on to be third, probably to get American. So he's well handicapped, being 96. If you added 40 to that, you'd be at 136. And he's in at 112. So that's very well handicapped. But there's a horse, it's between the top one and bottom one, I think. And I chose the top one strictly because of the distance of the race. It ran in France a few times, but it ran this over the same trip the last day in Plumpton. We'll just have a quick look at his run. I thought he'd done all right in his first run in the UK.
It got a little bit close, a little bit tight. Super Duper Sam. They head on towards the third last. Out wide Baddesley. Back on the centre is 34 Stitches, possibly still just the leader. A mistake from Super Duper Sam. Le Patron looming up large on the outside of the leader. 34 Stitches, who's driven hard. Look at Le Patron coming to challenge now as they race along the bottom of the course at the railway bend, chased by Storm Hill, Super Duper Sam and Zestful Hope. 34 Stitches still galloping. Le Patron now being shaken up by Kaelin Quinn, and 34 Stitches is a resolute galloper, still leads by about a neck on turning in. 34 Stitches on the right, Le Patron on the left as they approach the second last. 34 Stitches is, if anything, further ahead. Down there, Super Duper Sam. Zestful Hope avoids the fallen horse, and now to the last, and 34 Stitches has beaten them off. Le Patron second, and then Storm Hill. 34 Stitches over the last. Le Patron in second place, and then Storm Hill. It's 34 Stitches being kept up to his work by Charlie Hammond. A really brave display of front running here. Challenged by Le Patron, shrugged off the challenge and wins.
It was his first run in a while, and he seemed to get... It looked like that he just wasn't fit enough between the last two, and bunny hopped the last one and still ran on. So I have a win bet done on that Patron. It was 3-1 earlier, and I'm going to do a reverse forecast with the two of them. I think it's a 2-horse race. And then tomorrow night at Wolverhampton, we have a bus horse that won for us actually yesterday. I said he was gutsy. He done well yesterday. Put his head down. He's 3 for 3 there at the distance lately. Now, he won't have it simple because that Knowlton Cross beat Blow Your Horn was in that race the last time.
Will need a little bit of luck from there, but still going okay as they run into the turn, at which point Crimson King now takes over from on the inside Lawn Ranger. Buxted Too is after the new leader, followed by Golden Chain. Then Denby being angled out, very wide Minister for Magic with Liverpool Knight. Crimson King in front, just hanging a little in front. Buxted Too begins a charge, and so too does Denby now. Out of trouble under Reese Clutterbuck, finishing strongly. Buxted Too out in front by about a neck to Denby. Denby's going to go very close, but maybe not close enough. It's Buxted Too for a hat-trick. Denby second, Crimson King back.
Yeah, he wasn't going to let him pass, especially when you could hear the passengers on the bus willing him home as well. So he's 11-4 there, 5-2. Again, it's I might do a reverse forecast with Knowlton Cross because that's this is a bit a classier horse than he has been up against lately. We were on, that was the race that Blow Your Horn was in, but I think we'll have a go at him anyway tomorrow again, so hopefully he'll be 3 in a row. So that'll do for tonight. I'm long enough talking. Bash the bookies, over and out.